What is it that inspired you to be on the path that you are currently on? As a kid, Star Wars made me want to be a storyteller. As a confused teenager, Robert Rodriguez made this Latino think he could be a filmmaker too. And then further directors and writers went to shape my creativity and writing styles. Douglas Adams, Charlie Kaufman, Darren Aronofsky, Sion Sono, David Lynch, Joe Swanberg, Boots Riley. Recently, it's been Hong Sang-soo, and musically and philosophically, it's always Omar Rodriguez Lopez. For YouTube, it was Video Game Donkey, Max Dorat, and Old Aaron Hansen. But those are just people whose works and styles I admire and borrow from. What actually drove you to go on the path that you are on? For me, it happened to be a spunky, wholesome Japanese artsy girl named Rena Nōnen, who went by the mononym Non. A little meerkat lore first. I was a part of the David Lynch Masters of Film program in Fairfield, Iowa at the Maharishi University of Management oh so many years ago. The experience was the pivotal chapter in my life though. I made a short film called The Eternal Girl Ridley Parker that took a lot of insanity behind the scenes to produce, and you can actually watch it on my channel. It's about anxiety, but it was also an experience that completely broke me, where I lost my mind and my dog. I wasn't in a good place at the time, but when I left and did the proverbial Joseph Campbell hero returns home with oh so lessons learned portion, instead, I fell into a deep depression that lasted around a year and a half. At this point, my desire and passion for movies was gone. My depression snuffed out the fire, and I didn't think it was possible for someone who wasn't interacting with people on a regular basis for a year and a half like me to even form a team to be able to accomplish a major hurdle like making a film. So I gave up. I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore. Depression would inevitably return to fill that empty void. But then, I don't know how I stumbled upon this, but I found a YouTube video that was actually the pilot to a series about the making of a movie. The subject was a young creative artist / musician named Rena Nōnen, titled, I Am Known. Known is a name that is hard to look up, honestly. There were other knowns and nons incorrectly listed on her Spotify. For Google, you have to use the Japanese, non. Before this, Non was a musician and described herself as a creative artist. This ended being far more true than I thought. In 2013, Non won a massive audition of thousands for the lead role in the NHK series Ama-chan, about a shellfish driver who was also an idol. The show was a success and shot Non into the spotlight. I mean, she has the face of someone who could be the audience surrogate to any TV show, that relatable, likable anime protagonist. She's actually why I looked at Stardom's Momo Kogo and instantly had the same thought. Someone who could be the protagonist of a TV show. However, Non would disappear around 2015. From what I could find, the rumor was that Non started her own independent production company and broke her contract with her agency as a result. She didn't appear in any media-related appearances for months. She would return to TV eventually, but her main focus seemed to be music, as she independently produced and started her own music career. Not as an idol, but good old standard, wholesome, fun J-rock. I don't know the context of anything, but seeing a young Japanese artist reject the corporate entertainment representation to pursue her own path as an artist rather than possibly an idol makes her the embodiment of the artist type that I 100% resonate with so much. Even though I only spent enough time in the Hollywood system to have a cup of coffee and some meetings, I did not enjoy it and wanted nothing to do with the inauthentic, saccharine-tasting, plastic-looking, cutthroat corporate dog-eat-dog use each other as a networking automaton rather than a person with thoughts and feelings. Non will release her first album, Superheroes, a fun J-rock album with the youthful spirit of someone in their 20s. The music video for Run was a creative video meant to create the illusion that it was shot in a wonder as the sun sets. Non has a marathon of changing clothes and designs, and it's a fun video. They filmed it during the golden hour too, so they didn't have much time to redo it. Just go for it, get it done type art. She's listed as the producer of the video, so even then, the ambition of Non was to produce her own creativity. Shortly after, YouTube Japan offered her a chance to make a movie and to be the subject of a docu-series that followed her making the film that eventually inspired me back to creating. Non wanted to make a movie, but she had never made a movie before and doesn't know what the movie will be about. But she does it anyways. The entire series documented the process from the creation of the idea to the writing of the script to pre-production, forming the team, production, and all the pitfalls and trials that come with it, to the post-production editing, and the final episode is the movie itself. Ochi o Suki Nansei. Get to the punchline. All on YouTube for free. Non's drive, her curiosity, her struggle, her ambitious fire and first film energy. That relit the creative fire within me. I wanted to create again. I wanted to make a movie. I wanted to write. I wanted to tell stories. I wanted to inspire maybe. I wanted my emotions to resonate with people, and I wanted to communicate with people who would understand me. I am an artist and I accepted that. What ended up happening was a trial run in content creation with a Miho Abe video that I recorded on my iPhone in a closet covering myself in blankets. A couple months later, another bout of depression would hit, and through the combo of Harunomuri, Starlight Kid, and that still lit passion from None, I took a deconstruction slide on Starlight Kid that I wrote on my Instagram stories and gave another crack at writing content on Stardom. Now, 3.5 years later, I'm here.
Hi, yeah, I'm no one in particular, but look, and oh boy, did she take a hard left turn and just knocked it the fuck out of the park like Snitsky and a baby.
No one in particular, I'm just a meerkat, a small channel of course. I'm nothing special in the grand scheme of things. My channel will never blow up, but I am here because of that YouTube series, because of None. There are a couple of things that amaze me about None that I would like to point out. With my recent dive into her music discography and music videos and whatnot, None has never once seemed to want to appeal to a Western fan base. I can hardly find any Western fan bases of hers actually, especially recently. Yet, still, from across the globe, I found her work and her personality, her drive, her spirit. It inspired me right back. That's the beauty of art right there. And in diving back into her music and learning more about her, how she formed her own indie production company for herself over the entertainment path she was already on, and how she produces and even directs her recent music videos. Philosophically, I resonate with None. Art has no language barrier, I believe, and her two films spoke to me. I'm not gonna pretend None blows me away artistically in the way my favorite artists do, but that's how inspiration works. Her personality, her ambition, her approach, her dream, her energy to just do it. That is enough. Her music has matured as she is now in her 30s, and her art is reflecting this back. Her first film, Get to the Punchline, whether None knew it or not, was a kid's film. It was a cute film about young people finding that which drives them, with some creative artistic set pieces and clothes, all made and designed by None herself. Her second film, Ribbon, is a really sweet film about art during the pandemic times and how an artist learns what art means. Art doesn't always need an audience, nor acceptance or praise. It's about you. Artists make art because they have to. They see no other option but to make art, regardless of quality or monetary value or whether anyone else resonates with it. It's about how you feel about it. And even then, someone will always resonate with your art. There's too many people not to. Don't let others or even your self-perceived abilities to create art stop you. We live in a world of fake approval now. Likes, retweets, etc., etc. This can stifle artists. Oh, my work didn't get likes, so no one liked it. Ignore that, friends. Just create because you want to. In the I Am None series, Hirokazu Koreeda, writer and director of amazing films like Shoplifters and Monster, gave None this advice.
でも私たくさんの人に見てもらいたいから作りますよ。
そうなんだよね。単純に自分のその心情を吐露しただけのものを垂れ流しって言っちゃうとあれだけどさ、それは別に垂れ流せば済むことだから、人に見てもらわなくても垂れ流すとスッキリするっていうことが自己表出なんじゃないかな。表現って多分表出とは違うから、表現ってやっぱり見る人間がいて成立するものだと思ってるので、ちょっと言葉が違うんだけど、自己表現が悪いわけではないし、映画も自己表現だと思うのはそういう部分だと思うけど、自己表出になってしまうと多分観客を必要としなくなると。だから映画はやっぱり他者がいないと成り立たないメディアなので、自己表出をどう自己表現に転換していくかっていうためには、
I've never forgotten this advice ever, and it fuels my channel along with Mei Shiruka's Open the Fun Door mantra. So another reminder to myself. Dude, just create your art. And a message to everyone else. Who cares? Just make that art, damn it. Paint that painting, make that music, write that article, take that photo, edit that music video, make your music video however you want, not for anyone else, but for you and the person who inspired you. Nōnen was mine, and I owe her so much in regards to my creative path that I am currently on. A path that has nothing to do with her, or her music, or her movies even. But Nōnen is doing things her way, the way she wants to do them, the carefree attitude of a youthful exuberance, and from one artist to another artist. Nōnen. That's badass.
さよなら輝く夢が痛むから
And thank you to all my Patreon sponsors again for all of your constant support. Anytime I make these really personal type videos, I always just feel the need to want to thank y'all even more. A lot of you have been supporting for way more than a year now, and that's just insane to me. It really is. Thank you. Thank you to Jeff, The Up Channel, Tej, Renee Valdez, Aisha Trace, Maddox, Justin Stein, Matthew Pilachushka, Yojev Fu, Terrence, Daniel, Kev Mullen, Adam K, Ray Con, Shiggy, Party Monty 520, Juggernaut Graphics. And then we go to Aaron Security, Fifth I, One Victims, JLA, Julia Sunglasses, Chihuahua, Paul Darn, Pickle, Simon, Scott, Racer, Covertari, _ D, Little Choo Choo, Tony Davis, Justin the Outlaw, Dodge, Morningstar, a real OG right here, Doggle Snake, Impossible, Aldo. Again, all of you are supporting me for a very long time. And then we also have Luciano Eduardo and Mindfully Ace, our newest ones, but still, thank you, every single one of you. Thank you.